Okay, so we're in video number 3 of possibly 4, depending on how long it takes me to explain how to do the quiz in Edmodo, and chances are it will take me the full 5 minutes. So we've talked about notes, which are just simple discussion starters or basic information. We talked about alerts. Alerts are going to be your 140 characters of, hey, this is really important stuff, so pay attention to it. We've talked about assignments, which is pulling information that you want to use for an assignment, such as links or websites or images, assigning due dates, and setting students off on the right path. The quizzes are also quite cool. You can actually give a quiz to your students from Edmodo. It can be one that you have created before, or it can be one you can create off the top of your head. So I'll do a little bit of both, which will, again, probably now put me into 5 minutes. So let's load a previously created quiz. These are the quizzes I have already done. So I have a geometry review question. I can edit it. I can get rid of it altogether. I could edit it if I decided maybe last year I gave this quiz and it just really wasn't that great, or the questions didn't go well, or there were certain questions maybe that I thought could do better. I could edit it. Or I could just say, it was great last year, so let's roll that out again. So I have an 11 question quiz. I'm going to set a due date. I'm also going to say like the 24th. And if I want to add it to my gradebook, which typically you would want to do if you're assigning a quiz, you want to know how they're doing, whether it's something that you put into a gradebook or not. That's not necessarily relevant, but you definitely want to see how well they did. So I'm going to say yes, I want to add that score to the gradebook, and then I am going to send it to my group. So I'm taking a quiz I've already created and I'm sending. So now you'll see geometry review questions, do get it done. Now perhaps I am teaching something new, or I just want a new quiz. I can also create a quiz. So we're going to call this How Am I Doing? We'll make it a multiple choice question, and we'll say the first question, we'll add a question there. Our first question is going to be, is this video helpful? And I'm going to put answer A, absolutely. I could attach a link there, or a library, or something from my library if I wanted to give them a little background, maybe dictionary.com or something that would give them a little help in answering the question. And then I'm going to put, not really. Now I can also say, if I just don't want A and B, obviously if we're doing multiple choice, we typically want responses. So I could put C, you have me a little confused. And if I like to add another, I can put, you are genius. I would love if people pick that one. Okay, so now you'll see, obviously I had A and B we have set. Then I also added these two. Now if I wanted to remove them, if I decided I didn't want that as one of my choices, I absolutely could remove it. What you also have to remember is you have to set a correct answer. You can't find out if they answered correctly if you don't decide which is the correct answer. So absolutely is a firm second, but I'm going to say that the correct answer is you are a genius. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and now I could add more questions if I wanted, but I think one question is good. I put a 60-minute time limit on it. You can change that time limit. It should only take you about 10 minutes to figure out that I'm pure genius. Haha. And I can also put a point value if I wanted to put a point value on there. This is worth 100 points. If I wanted to instead make it a true false or a short answer or fill in the blank, that's also helpful. So this is how am I doing? So this would be great for giving your students a just end of the week. We're not quite at the assessment period, but I want to know what you know, what I can still help you with, what is important for me to cover maybe as we go on. So I've finished. I'm going to assign my quiz again, set a due date, and make sure it goes into the grade book. But what you want to remember is that when you're assigning these, that it's all relevant to what you're teaching, and that you're trying to use this tool the very best you can to gain the most assessment knowledge possible from your students.